Hey, peace. What's going on, guys? This is gonna be like a very mundane topic. I've touched on it a couple times on my YouTube channel, and this deals with responsibility. In today's society, they try to downplay responsibility as if being responsible is a burden. In this current society that we live in, they try to always push, somebody else is to blame for your problems. Especially when it comes down to the whole liberalism, current day liberalism always focuses on racism, sexism. It's the white man's fault. It's the patriarchy's fault. It's my parents' fault. It's the government's fault. All this kind of stuff. And there's always put this emphasis on something outside of yourself that's responsible for your problems. It's not healthy. It's not healthy to not take responsibility for your actions. Always blaming something outside of yourself for your problems. 'Cause that's all about. I mean, that's pretty much what adulthood is all about. It's about owning up to your faults. If you fucked up, just deal with it. Try to fix it. Say I'm sorry first, and then try to fix it. Plain and simple. But nowadays, it's always in the media. They'll always focus on, it's not your fault, and this whole thing about the systems try to break it down, and then those the white man's fault. It's racism, sexism. It's too overemphasized. And I know that. I mean, there are times when there is cases of racism, there is cases of sexism, stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, I'm not in denial, but I'm just saying that, when it comes down to freedom, being a free individual, you gotta encounter all kind of things in life, you know what I'm saying? So don't have this mentality like everything has to be perfect all the time, that everything has to be roses and flowers and rainbows all the time. That's not life. Never was and never will be. And I wrote in one of my blogs that the whole idea of life being perfect all the time, it's pretty much a new concept that came in modern times. 'Cause, back in the old days, even if you're pretty much well off, you still had to work. Back in the day, they didn't really have the conveniences that we had today, so they had to go out and hunt for food. They had a plant. Everybody had a garden. Not everybody, but most people had a garden. They grew their food, and when it got cold, they didn't have heaters. They had light a fire. And if it got hot outside, they had to open the windows. They had no AC, and what I'm saying. So hardship was pretty much expected. Back in the old days. But nowadays, we're so spoiled with modern convenience that people think that comfort is the ultimate goal in life when it's not. Coming out to life, you're gonna experience some hardships. I mean, that's just how it is, and nothing's gonna be perfect 100%. You can do everything right. You can be the most upright person. You can show up for work on time, pay your bills on time, pay your taxes, stop at red lights, go to church, pay your tithes, help an old lady across the street. You can do all this stuff, and bad stuff will still happen to you in life. This is how life is. You can do everything perfect. You're gonna have a mishap. This is just how it is. And and if you really want to get into it, study, when you get a chance, go on Google and type in Stoicism. How you spell it? Stoicism. Stoicism. Stoicism is a philosophy. I mean, there's a lot to Stoicism, But to break it down in ghetto terms that the average person on the street can understand, Stoicism is pretty much like Greek philosophy, which pretty much says that, life is hard, deal with it. Say shit's gonna happen, deal with it. We all gonna die, deal with it. You're gonna experience bad luck sometime, deal with it. You're gonna get sick. Everybody gets sick. You're gonna get the flu one day. You might get cancer. You might need surgery. That's how life is. Deal with it. So that's pretty much what the Stoicism is in a nutshell. To break it down in ghetto terms, and that's pretty much one of the philosophies I pretty much live by. Stoicism. When you get a chance, so just Google. Just Google it. Just look it up. And that's pretty much how I've been living. Even before I even heard of Stoicism, I was pretty much had that philosophy that life is not fair. Which is true. Life is not fair. Life never has been fair. Never has, never will. Because if you look at nature and how things are in reality, there's no karma. There's no such thing as karma. Because if karma existed, all the greedy, rich men that run the world would be poor by now, and all the meek and humble people would be well off with money. But that's not the case, is it? So the whole thing of karma, the whole thing about justice and all this kind of stuff, it's not true, because the universe itself is indifferent toward humanity. Humanity is just like one speck. The planet Earth is just like a speck of dust compared to the vastness of the universe. So we're pretty much insignificant, and the best thing we can do is just live the life to the fullest. And I think the word for that is they call it existentialism, which is let me just backtrack. The whole how you have some people, they think life is meaningless and stuff like that, so they just get depressed and all this kind of stuff. That's nihilism. But the realization that life isn't fair, but you just got to make the best of it. Saying on the limit, we're all gonna die one day. I mean, but the Latin word for it is memento mori. Memento mori, which means you will die one day. We all gonna die. I'm gonna die. The people listening to this, we all gonna die one day. This is reality. We all gonna get old and die, or get in a car accident and die. Fall off a cliff, die of a disease, whatever, get shot, whatever. We all gonna die one day. That's just reality. Unfortunately, that's true, and what I'm saying. But we just got to deal with it. And the thing that in the term they use is called existentialism, which is like just live the best life you can. What I'm saying? Just deal with the hardship of reality, deal with life, make the best of it, improve yourself, eat healthy, exercise, take pride in your appearance, try to move up the ladder in life, try to make that money, just be the best human being you can possibly be, regardless of your circumstances. And also study. Make sure you read books, learn new hobbies, learn, develop good habits. Learn self-defense. Just do stuff like that, just to improve your life. That's what existentialism is. Just have the realization that your time on Earth is limited, and just make the best of your time while you're here. And be positive. Be a positive person, but at the same time, don't be in la la land. Don't be in denial, or don't be oblivious to the hardships of life and how reality really is. Don't walk around in denial of chaos. Life is chaos. Chaos is a part of life. Once you realize that, just carry that under your belt as so you can develop your wisdom, so you can be like a better person. But I just want to get this rant out the way. I know it's like a mundane topic I've covered before, but I just want to reinforce it. And if you want to comment, just add some input, just comment below. And what I'll do is in the bottom of the video, in the description, I'll just put some links about. I wrote a blog about Stoicism. I'll leave that below, and also I put some WordPress links to what I've wrote dealing with this topic. All right, guys, peace out.